Sylvester Stallone says he wants to remake Tango and Cash with you. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Hello, YouTube. Ready to dive into the action-packed life and staggering success of Hollywood legend Kurt Russell? From his iconic roles to his impressive earnings, we're unveiling it all. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more jaw-dropping celebrity journeys. Let's get started. All right, folks, let's dive into the world of Kurt Russell and find out where this legendary actor likes to spend his hard-earned cash. You might know him from his iconic roles in movies like Escape from New York, The Thing, or even as Santa Claus in The Christmas Chronicles. But today, we're going to explore the hobbies and interests that make Kurt Russell the man he is off-screen. First things first, Kurt is a massive wine enthusiast. He's not just someone who enjoys a glass or two. He's taken his passion to the next level by owning his own vineyard. Goose Creek Vineyard, named after his character in The Hateful Eight, is located in California, and it's where Kurt spends a good chunk of his time and money. He's really hands-on with the whole process, from growing the grapes to producing some top-notch wines. So, if you're ever in the area, make sure to give his wines a try. Now, let's talk about his love for hockey. Kurt grew up playing the sport, and even had a minor league career before an injury led him to focus on acting full-time. But his passion for hockey never faded. He's been known to spend his money on supporting various hockey teams and initiatives. In fact, he's even coached his son's hockey team and has been actively involved in promoting the sport among young people. Kurt is also an avid hunter and outdoorsman. He enjoys spending time in nature, and hunting is one of his favorite pastimes. He's invested in high-quality hunting gear and has traveled to various locations to pursue this hobby. But remember, folks, Kurt is all about responsible and ethical hunting. He has a deep respect for nature and the animals he hunts. Lastly, let's talk about Kurt's love for aviation. Not many people know this, but Kurt is a licensed private pilot. He spent a significant amount of money on obtaining his license and maintaining his skills. Flying is more than just a hobby for him. It's a passion that allows him to see the world from a different perspective. Plus, it must be pretty convenient to be able to fly yourself to different locations. Kurt Russell is not just a talented actor. He's a man of many passions. From winemaking to hockey, hunting, and restoring vintage vehicles, he knows how to enjoy his success and live life to the fullest. Okay, let's dive into the personal life and relationships of Kurt Russell, a Hollywood icon who's been charming us on screens for decades. Kurt's personal life has been just as eventful as his career, and it's all intertwined with some familiar Hollywood names. In the late 70s, Kurt was married to actress Susan Hubley. They met on the set of the TV movie Elvis in 1979, where they played Presley and his wife Priscilla. Talk about life imitating art, right? They had a son together, Boston Russell, born in 1980. However, their marriage didn't last, and they divorced in 1983. Now, here's where it gets interesting. That same year, Kurt began a relationship with Goldie Hawn, his co-star in the film Swing Shift. It was a case of love at second sight, as they had first met while filming The One and Only, Genuine, Original Family Band in 1968. Isn't it amazing how life can bring people back together? Kurt and Goldie have been one of Hollywood's most enduring couples, choosing not to marry but remaining committed to each other for nearly 4 decades now. They have a son together, Wyatt Russell, born in 1986, who's also an actor. Additionally, Kurt has been a devoted stepfather to Goldie's children from her previous marriage, actors Oliver and Kate Hudson. In fact, Kate has often spoken about how Kurt has been a father figure in her life. Their blended family is a testament to their love and commitment, and it's clear that Kurt's personal life is filled with strong relationships and a whole lot of love. Despite the ups and downs of Hollywood, Kurt and Goldie have managed to maintain a solid bond, both personally and professionally. It's truly inspiring to see. It's like a real-life Hollywood love story, filled with its own twists and turns. Recently, there was quite a stir about Kurt Russell's health, so let's set the record straight on that. Earlier this year, rumors started circulating online that Kurt Russell had suffered a stroke. As you can imagine, this news caused quite a bit of concern and worry among his fans. After all, Kurt has been a beloved figure in Hollywood for decades, and we all want to see him happy and healthy. However, it turns out that these rumors were completely false. Kurt himself had to step in and clear the air. In an interview, he stated that he was perfectly fine and had no health issues whatsoever. In fact, he mentioned that he first heard about the news of his supposed stroke from his son, who had seen the rumors circulating online. Can you imagine finding out about your own health scare through the internet? It's a bit bizarre, isn't it? But that's the world we live in today, where misinformation can spread so quickly. Kurt reassured his fans that he was doing great and that there was no cause for concern. He even joked about it, showing that he's still got that signature sense of humor we all love. So let's get into it. How does Kurt Russell make his money, and how much has he raked in over the years? First things first, Kurt Russell is no overnight success story. He started acting as a kid back in the 1960s, appearing in TV shows, and even a 10-year stint with the Walt Disney Company. But it was his role in the 1981 cult classic Escape from New York that really launched him into stardom. Now, let's talk numbers. As of recent years, Kurt Russell's net worth is estimated to be around $100 million. Yeah, you heard that right. 8 zeros. But how did he amass such a fortune? Well, a significant chunk of that comes from his acting career. Russell has starred in numerous box office hits like Big Trouble in Little China, Tombstone, and more recently, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2 and The Fate of the Furious. These films haven't just been hits, they've been money-making machines. And with each project, Russell's paychecks have gotten bigger and bigger. But here's the thing. Kurt Russell isn't just an actor. He's also a savvy businessman. He's been smart with his investments, particularly in real estate. He and his longtime partner, Goldie Hawn, have bought and sold several properties over the years, turning quite the profit. And let's not forget about endorsements and sponsorships. When you're a Hollywood legend like Kurt Russell, brands are lining up to work with you. He's been the face of several advertising campaigns, which, let me tell you, pay very well. But perhaps the most impressive thing about Kurt Russell's wealth is how he's used it. He and Goldie Hawn are known for their philanthropy supporting various charities and causes. They've used their success to give back, which is always amazing to see. Let's take a look at Kurt's real estate portfolio. First off, let's talk about Kurt's longtime love nest with his partner, Goldie Hawn. They've been together for what feels like forever, right? Well, their main residence is this gorgeous, sprawling estate in the Palisades Riviera neighborhood of Los Angeles. We're talking about a 6,400 square foot, 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom home that they've owned since 2004. It's tucked away behind private gates, offering them plenty of privacy and peace. The house sits on over half an acre of lush greenery, with a pool, a spa, and even a gym. It's the perfect place for their blended family to relax and unwind. Now, let's not forget about their little slice of paradise in Canada. Kurt and Goldie own a stunning lakefront home in Muskoka, Ontario. This isn't just any vacation home, folks. It's a luxurious retreat with plenty of room for the whole family. We're talking about a place where they can enjoy the great outdoors, go for a swim, or just sit back and take in the breathtaking views. It's the perfect getaway from the hustle and bustle of Hollywood. But wait, there's more. Kurt also owns a stunning vineyard in the Santa Ynez Valley, just north of Santa Barbara. It's called Gogi Wines, named after his nickname for Goldie. How adorable is that? The vineyard is spread across 50 acres of beautiful rolling hills, and it's where Kurt gets to indulge in his passion for winemaking. It's not just a business for him, it's a labor of love. Kurt Russell's real estate portfolio is as impressive as his film career. From his luxurious LA home to his Canadian retreat and his stunning vineyard, he's truly living the dream. And who knows, maybe one day we'll get an invite to one of their fabulous parties. A girl can dream, right? At the beginning of the video, we talked about Kurt's hobbies and interests, but we forgot to say that Kurt Russell is a big fan of cars and he has a whole collection. First up, we've got to talk about Kurt's love for classic cars. Being a vintage guy at heart, he's owned and restored quite a few timeless beauties. One of his most prized possessions is a stunning 1955 Ford Thunderbird. This baby is a true American classic, and we can just imagine Kurt cruising down the Pacific Coast Highway with the top down, enjoying that California sunshine. Now, Kurt isn't just about the glamour and shine. He's a man who likes to get his hands dirty too. He's been spotted at car shows and auctions, always eager to chat about the mechanics and history of these rolling sculptures. In fact, he's even taken part in the famous Copper State 1000, a vintage car rally that covers 1,000 miles across Arizona. Talk about dedication. But it's not all about the classics for Kurt. He's also got a soft spot for muscle cars. Back in the day, he was the proud owner of a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda, a car that packs some serious power under the hood. And let's not forget his love for trucks. He's been seen behind the wheel of a classic Ford Bronco, a rugged ride that fits perfectly with his tough guy persona. Now, here's a fun fact for you. Kurt's passion for cars even spilled over into his movie roles. Remember Death Proof, Quentin Tarantino's high-octane thriller? Kurt played the twisted stuntman Mike, who drove a menacing matte black 1970 Chevy Nova. That car was as much a character in the film as Kurt himself. He's been spotted riding a sleek Harley Davidson, proving that he's just as comfortable on 2 wheels as he is on 4. That's all for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, but the fun doesn't stop here. We've got more incredible videos for you to explore. Keep watching and have a great time.